coach, obviously returning back to Vanderbilt after being at Western Michigan. What's it like being back in Nashville?
It's awesome, man. You know, it's a great program. I love Coach Lee. I love the staff here. Good people to be around. My family's excited to be back, so I'm really excited for this opportunity. And just to get a chance to be back here, it's a blessing. So it truly is, and I'm honored for this chance. So.
What are your first impressions about this defensive line?
You know, I think we got a lot of competition, a good mix of old and young. But I'm really excited about the group as a whole. I think we got a lot of different pieces that can really help us be the best defensive line in the country. And I'm really excited about what we're going to be. And I think we're from practice 1 to 5. Like, you've seen us grow a ton, and I cannot wait to see like how this thing finishes out. So I'm really excited about the group. We got some leaders, some older guys that have done a ton. We got some young guys that have really shown a lot of good things so far.
What sticks out just in terms of culture and everything around the program from when you left and when you came back? How much have it changed?
I think the biggest thing is just like how much these kids love football. It's always stuck out to me. Just like you know, a lot of people say they love football, but like our kids truly love football and love being around each other. You know, like the one thing, like while I was not here, was related. This is our edge, and I think that's an awesome thing for us to kind of really meld as a group about, because it is true. Like, for us to be able to play football together, it's 11 as one. It's guys playing for their brother on the field. You know, so for me, like, that's a huge thing that I love. Relatedness is our edge, and like for our D-line, like that's what D-line play is, right? Like 4 guys out there playing as one, coming together as a group for the greater good of the team. So.
What stood out to you about Steve Gregory since you got here?
So I worked with Coach Gregory when I was here last time, and for me, like, just Coach Gregory, like, the first thing is like, he is a genius. He is a savant with the game. I think he does a great job relating to the young men, like just hearing them, being around those guys. He's a guy who played in the league, but he's so humble in heart, and he's a hard worker. And I think like he really lets his coaches coach. You know, he lets us get a chance to get around the guys, to hold them accountable, but also gives us our space to like, hey, help grow these guys within the system of the defense. You know, it's awesome to see, you know, just how far we've come under him as a DC. So.
With Taha, you know, a guy that's coming off injury, coming back this season, what have you seen so far from him out of spring practice?
Man, dynamic athlete. Obviously, the size you can't coach. I think the biggest thing with Issa is like, one, that he's a young man who's been in the system for such a long time, and in this program that like guys can lean on him. You know, so like he's another coach on the field for us. You know, we can sit there, we can talk to him, ask him. He's gonna give us honest feedback about everything, but also he's also very coachable, right? He wants to get better as an athlete. He knows what this year is for him, as far as like how he can grow, develop still as a player, and that's great. You know, and we're excited because he's making strides in the direction we want, and it's gonna be awesome, man. When he comes back, we're really fired up about that.
How different does it feel? I know it hasn't been long that you've been back, but how different does it feel so far as opposed to when you were here before? Just culture-wise, and just, you know, the energy and everything like that.
The energy, you can feel it in the building. You can feel it with the coaching staff. You can feel it with the players. Like, we know who we are, and we know what our expectation is. But we know the most important thing is to be process-oriented and to stay on it be a day-to-day program. You know, so like we stay within our framework of our mindset of what we want. Our mission is to win, but we want to continue, like, it's every day, it's day and out, it's a process, you know, so that's like a big thing for our guys. Like, they understand that, which is also because like now we know how we set the course every day. Like, we have a process and a vision of how we're going to get better as a group positionally, and then as it goes out, unit-wise, team-wise, and all that stuff. So it's great, man. You can feel the energy from top down, from Coach Lee down, man. So we're excited about everything about that.